Let's talk about the episode. So EJ got a whole lot going on this week. Unfortunately for him, Johnny, Roman, Kate on his behind. Now he got Kristen and his mother on his behind about to testify against him. EJ is not looking good for you right now, buddy. And I'm surprised Mother Blake got the upper hand on you. Well, I'm not really surprised by that. Let's just cancel that whole surprise. I'm not surprised by that. Y'all, the mirrors, the people on soap operas, y'all love talking out in the open. Unfortunately for EJ, while talking to his father, Mother Blake was spying and listening in and happened to hear him talking about his little current situation and what he did to Rave. So Mother Blake took the upper hand on him, went in there and got the save. Well, went in there and rummaged in the save and happened to get his little secret medicine, his evil science medicine, and fed it to the plant. So while you thinking that you was gonna get Mother Blake with that said killer medicine, mad scientist medicine, Mother Blake took the upper hand over you and ended up getting you back. EJ is not looking good for you, buddy. I'm not gonna dance, celebrate just yet, cause we know these are the Demaras. They either running out of town or out the country, or better yet, they either manage to escape and these charges manage to disappear against them every time. So I'm not gonna dance, cheer, none of that shit. Mother Blake telling on EJ. Basically, she could tell, well, no, she can't, cause she got an immunity deal. If she snitch on EJ, what she did to Ava can't come back to bite her cause of her immunity deal. But I'm just saying, though, Mother Blake, you have been doing way too much lately when it came to the Ava situation. I'm surprised Kristen was able to get through to you to leave Ava alone because you trying to satisfy your niece, your granddaughter, and are trying to get Brady and Kristen back together, and you on this little whole Ava got to go situation. I'm surprised Kristen got through to your little brain somehow and told you to leave her alone before you end up in the crazy house, because you're not going to jail. Your top, you're going to end up in Bayview, just like that woman that was running around here poisoning everybody on body and soul, and you probably going to torture them even more in there, just like that woman was. With body and soul. So she ain't going to jail. She just going to the Bayview, like they always do. But anyways, though, EJ, you already got too much going on at this point. Why you keep on adding stuff on top of adding stuff on top of adding stuff? You already may or may not can't get caught by the rape situation. Then also helping them low-key keep Ava hostage because Mother Blake blackmailed you. Then on top of it, you run around here trying to stop Mother Blake for talking, calling yourself trying to stab her with that mad scientist medicine, but she got the upper hand on you. And Stefano's birthday on that safe, are you real, EJ? So if I happen to walk into the Demara mansion unannounced, no, people that answer the door, the butlers, or none of that, all I gotta do is just put in Stefano's birthday and I can have all that money in that. Are you real, EJ? You would have thought you would have been more smarter with that. Are we really using our children's birthday nowadays? Because people stopped doing that a long, long time ago. EJ, you still using Stefano's birthday? Or better yet, a relative's birthday on the safe? You can't use your last four of your social security number or nothing like that? You can't come up with a 4-digit code in your head that you can remember? EJ, you really have been going through the ringer if you still got that safe stuck on Stefano's birthday. I mean, you just really asking to get robbed. You asking to get whatever in that safe. You just asking for it at this point. And you know that's basically y'all Bluetooth to get out of town. Once y'all caught or get caught up, y'all go to them safes, get the money and everything in there, and then y'all gone. So, do y'all really want to put y'all getaway money on the line like that? Especially you, EJ, by still using your father's birthday? If I was Mother Blake, I would have took that money out of that safe, because you already know that the mayors have money loaded up in the safe where they can get the hell out of town. So if I was Mother Blake, I would have took that money. You know what? Took the syringe and took the money. And if I need to get away, take the whole safe. But I just don't understand that you still using Stefano's birthday. EJ, you not real for that one. Then on top of it, EJ, you got to be the most victimless person in all of Salem. I mean, you did the crime. So why are you mad that this is finally out in the open? You wasn't scared or feared that this was going to come out eventually without Kate or Romans up talking about it or not talking about it? Why you mad and pressed that Roman and Kate? It was going to come out eventually. And like Kate said, you don't feel bad about it. Who was that pressed him? Johnny pressed him, and then Kate also pressed him, acting like you a victim. And we ain't gonna talk about Sammy. Sammy is so... I love Sammy dearly and down. Sammy is just as deranged as EJ. She really is. Love her down dearly. Love everything about Sammy. But for her to be with EJ for all these years and still with that man, I think they done now. Sammy just as crazy as EJ, and they deserved each other, to be quite honest with you. Even after the rape, even after he done cheated on her with Nicole, even after he done did all this, now he's sleeping with Belle and all this, and Belle about close to the range levels that Sammy is too. Anybody that sleep with that man and Belle, you ought to be ashamed of yourself too. Y'all deserve each other. And then Sammy, I've been know about that, and you know I was there when all that happened. So I really didn't care or didn't give a darn about Sammy and EJ and their marriage anyway, because they done been through a lot. EJ done cheated on her, she done shot the man, and like I said, they both deranged, they deserved each other. I wasn't here or there for their relationship. I could care less, to be quite honest. I was never a fan of both of them dating, even after all they treated each other and all the blackmailing and all that. Not Belle all tired up in it, even though she know the man the devil, she still gonna do it, and had to recuse herself from the case once she realized she messed up yet again. Like I said, anybody that get tired of with EJ, you gotta screw up their loose in your head. Even after all the stuff him, his family, then did to everybody in Salem, even what he then did to your sister Sammy Belle for you to be sleeping with him, you heading straight to them deadly, deranged levels just like Sammy. And he did that for you can get off the case. Cause he knew he didn't have nobody to tell on him about the little whole rape situation. So, of course, he needed to take you off the case because you was his big competition and him going down. So, don't think for 1 second when he came to your door and you ended up sleeping with him that final time, you say, baby, that was a total setup. You should have just held your hands off and put the handcuffs on your hand. That was a total setup, and you fell right into the rabbit hole. Like I said, you just about a deranged Sammy, still interested in having sex with that man and any of that under the sun, even after Gavin and blabbed on you and told your business to almost anybody in Salem. Like I said, Belle, you might as well should have went to the Spectator and just told everybody in the newspaper that you slept with EJ and it was fun. He was my Ferrari at the time. I needed a thrill ride. I wanted to go fast but safe. But not really safe. But you want to put the pedal to the metal and EJ was your Ferrari. Because that wasn't enough between Marlena embarrassing you in her house, catching you sleeping with EJ, and that wasn't embarrassing enough about Paulina, then Gabby telling on you, and then that was you should be embarrassed, hella embarrassed, even want to think or have sex with EJ again. But I guess you understand me. You don't care what people think. You love your new Ferrari, and you wanted the thrill ride and the joy ride. So you jumped in and put the pedal to the metal, and let all your feelings be gone, I guess. But yeah, you did the right thing by recusing yourself. EJ already trying to they already trying to get EJ. Now they don't need I'ma be nice, but I almost said something. They don't need your hot behind wanting to sleep with EJ, messing up the case with him. And like I said, if your mama embarrassing you in front of EJ wasn't enough for you, maybe apparently the Gabby embarrassment in front of your boss wasn't embarrassing enough. So what can we do to embarrass you that make you think twice for ever sleeping with EJ again? At this point, I don't think it's nothing. Because I would have been totally embarrassed in front of my boss, got a big mouth up here, telling my business out there to the whole Horton Town Square. You better be lucky with no paparazzi or somebody for the spectator. Better yet, you better be glad Madam Whistleblower is out of business, because she would have loved to splash that all over the paper. Like I said, I don't know what type of embarrassing you want at this point, Belle. But please find it. That is your sister's ex-husband you're sleeping with. You done got embarrassed, 2-3 times already, and you still not embarrassed enough to keep sleeping with him? Now, normally with somebody, you embarrass them about once, maybe even twice, they'll move on, think twice, don't care how much EJ come with his eyes and his accent. They'll say, oh hell no, I'm not doing that. The devil is a liar. But you, I guess you just putting the pedal to the metal and just jumping in, going for that joyride, huh? I guess that's more thrilling than being embarrassed, I guess. I mean, well, I don't know what to tell you at this point, Belle, because my mama coming in there embarrassing me like that in front of company, that would have been enough for me. You can't embarrass me number one time, and I learn my lesson and I'll be done with it. But you look like you liking it. Look like that turns you on, being embarrassed and getting called out. I don't know what's up with you these days, Belle, but that was embarrassing enough for me to say, oh hell no. After my mama coming in and cuss me out. But I guess you work in mysterious ways or whatever. Ava talking to Trash. Now, Trash, I'm not going to give you too much. I'm not going to say too much. All I'm going to say is you did the right thing by giving Ava that gun. Now, if I would have been Ava, after you didn't help me hostage for months or weeks or however long in Salem time, after you didn't have me sitting in that old raggedy wheelchair with no cushion for my behind, had me tied, bound, and gagged, circulation not flowing through my body like it's supposed to, when I would have got out, and when Trash would have gave me that gun, and then you come stabbing me in my hand, when Trash would have gave me that gun, I would have went and found Mother Blake and would have showed her what's really up. I'm sorry, I would have took it there. I am petty. I would have took it there. I would have took that gun, went and found that old biddy, and I would have waved that gun so far up her face and her nose and her nostril Come play with me again and see what happened. Matter of fact, I would have been even more petty. I would have been shooting up the floor, the bed, the walls, and anything else under the sun to show you if you come bothering me again, you gonna meet this and you gonna have fun and we gonna have a ball. I would have made sure she wouldn't have bothered me or thought about bothering me no more. Even if I had to end up, doing it, I would have done it. After you done stabbed me in my hand, held me hostage, and I can't tell and get you arrested or get you something to baby you cause Brady, he's scared that he's going to lose his daughter, and Trash basically gave me a weapon to scare the hell out of you. Oh, I would have scared the hell out of you and took my chances. I would have went straight up shooting at walls, floors, anything I can to make your old heart flutter for all that pain and suffering you put me through. And I think Trash also felt kind of bad because, you basically responsible for this crazy bat lady being out and coming and cutting my hand. So I guess Trash felt kind of bad. She was just helping out a friend. Didn't realize this friend was going to be keep doing it. So I guess Trash kind of felt kind of bad. That's why she ended up giving Ava the gun and told her to keep it. So I guess that was Trash having a heart, giving her that gun. That's what I'm running with and that's what I'm thinking. Otherwise, she probably would have told her to suck it up and deal with it. So that was basically her telling her, I'm sorry. If you need assistance, here go you something right here. So I'm guessing that was Trash way of saying I'm sorry. It had to be. This necklace situation. Doug, you don't know Julian how annoying she really is. This necklace situation become high of hell water. Now that she know that necklace is around Trash neck. If that wasn't a performance for you at the bistro, seeing that necklace around Trash neck, taking pictures, being dramatic and all this and all that, buddy, you in for a ride of your life. You are in for the thrill of this roller coaster because your grandmother is about to take it all the way to the extreme. This will go all the way back to the Nick Fallon days when she anointed the living hell out of us. Unfortunately for her, she might not can't really do anything because she didn't make a police report because she thought it was with her brother, and then once it was proven it wasn't her brother, she really don't know who stole the necklace, so she really can't do too much. But trust and believe, Julie finna be hella annoying with that necklace, and you got a taste. Like Trash basically told you, she may or may not get anywhere with it. But trust and believe, we all know her. She finna be mad annoying with it. So get prepared and ready for that. What else happened besides Holly and Tate, reconnecting after that whole situation? He jealous of Doug, so that's all that happened there. Jada and Ray getting back on track. He wanna marry her, but Finnegar messed that up for them. So I guess Ray taking that slow or whatever with that situation. But they happy, they in love. They trying to get EJ. Ain't gonna say fit to get EJ. They trying to get EJ. It's getting deep and it's getting hot because EJ thought he had a winner, not realizing that the drug was not really the drug. But the Blake basically got the upper hand over EJ, trying to stab her with that syringe. Kristen pissed and mad at EJ because EJ won't tell her where her mother at. She now holding that gun that Brother Black was trying to use against Ava, or was gonna use against Ava. So EJ, it's not looking good for you at this point, buddy. Teresa, Y'all notice ever since Teresa been back, I haven't said a word about her. I'm hoping it's a very, 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 very short visit and she get out of my face. Not a fan of Teresa at all. Not after last year and dealing with that man, that bald head man. Mm-mm. Valentine, I can't do Teresa. Y'all notice I haven't been talking about her, but I do feel bad for her. However, about her mother having, leukemia all over again, and she going to California, and basically we going on a witch hunt about John, even though I guess they're gonna play it out as a witch hunt until they get bored or whatever. The writers get bored. I ain't been talking about none of that, and y'all know why. But anyways, though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch you later. Bye.